Hi there, Scorpio. Welcome to your end of November. Emphasis on the word end. 2022 General Tarot Update. It's Rena here. Yeah, I'm really late on these, but better late than never. Look at that. Look at that drama. Ah, there we go. Whoop, there it is. Wow. This is one of my favorite cards. It's the Fool. I really like it. Okay. So the heart of the matter is the Two of Swords. This is a card of having to make a choice, of being at the horns of a decision. But you see the person is blindfolded. So it can be that it's a false choice, that they're pretending that they have all of this freedom in this decision that they're trying to make is really worthwhile, when they could be deluding themselves. Scorpio, isn't that the paradox of human nature? Even somebody like Scorpio, who is so astute about human nature and what makes people tick, and is so suspicious of other people's motives, can still stick their head in the sand with the best of them. Because if you want something, if you're in love with someone and they cheat, you may be devastated, but you don't want to give them up. And the past position is the Ten of Swords, being betrayed. That's what cheating is. It's a betrayal. If you have an open marriage, that's not cheating, because you're being honest with one another and you're agreeing that that's how you want to live. So somebody who thought that that other person was faithful, and they find out that they're not. And oh yes, that lunar eclipse that happened in Taurus was in what house for you? Your 7th house. So this may have just happened. That was just a couple of weeks ago. Or the aftermath of that can be when you start to see those kinds of things play out. So you might be saying, oh, I really think I might be leaving this relationship. And that person may have already left the relationship. There's nothing to leave. If they are with somebody else, if they're having an actual relationship, it wasn't a one-night stand. But even a one-night stand, it's something that you may be thinking you can salvage, and maybe you can. I'm not saying that you couldn't, but for some of you, you might be fooling yourself with that. And so you have to really be honest with yourself. The higher message, or the bigger picture, is the Ace of Cups. So this is about new love. But love, love, love. These cards are connected with the mind. So that's another thing about Scorpio. You may have inner planets in a swords element known as Libra or air sign. Maybe your moon is in an air sign like Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra too, where it's conceptual. But you know what? True love is coming from the heart. And the cups relate to the water signs, and you are a water sign, and so you know what I'm talking about. But some Scorpios, not all Scorpios are created equally. Some are much more in their minds, and they're going to be much more like that Two of Swords, that is still thinking of things maybe from, you're trying to make sense of things that in a more pragmatic sort of a way, and yet it isn't like that. it's like Scorpio is one of the few signs that I feel, it's not just because you're a water sign, it's because of the nature of Scorpio, where the intensity that you are all about, it requires someone who is going to meet you with that same passion, I would call it. But by the same token, this can be someone who is a good foil for you, where they are more detached. Maybe that is somebody that would be the best for you, but somebody that allows you to be that deeply feeling person that you are, and let that side that it's safe to come out that way, come out with that. And it's really ultimately about opening yourself up to love, because if you're someone who has been kind of afraid to love for some reason, you may feel like it might not be possible for you even. And in order for it to even be possible, you have to make space for it. And that means that you're not living this in this kind of a hellish state where you don't trust the person that you're with, but you can't let go. Because once you do let go of what you need to, then it's like nature abhors a vacuum, and you are ready for love. Well, of course, not right away necessarily, but eventually. What crosses you is the Hangman, and this is a card of being kept in limbo, or feeling like you're somehow, maybe you're feeling like you're jerked around by someone, and they are kind of playing with you. And you may not like that feeling, but you don't know how to not have it in your life, because this person is maybe doing this intentionally. Well, I know they're doing it intentionally, but they may be doing it to keep you, to string you along so that you're always there when they want you, to have their cake and eat it too. So, for instance, if you find out somebody that you've been, having a sexual relationship is married, and you feel like, because I know a lot of Scorpio people do not play that way. And you may be horrified to learn that, but you don't want to give that person up. And they're telling you that those cliches, we don't sleep together, we're just living under the same roof. I've heard that 1,000 times. And you're suspending disbelief, or you're thinking about suspending disbelief. Well, think again, because you could be doing something that has an injurious result for you, where you're not doing something that is good for you. So it's very important to think before you act. And even if that person does make space in your life, if they have already proven themselves to be dishonest, then you have to really think about that before you get involved, because what's stopping them from doing it again. And like I said, sometimes there might be someone that they're going through their own thing, and they're, it's a messy situation, and maybe they are telling you the truth, but it seems to me that it's much more honorable to end your current relationship before you start a new one. But anyway, what's coming in is the Six of Wands. This card is actually connected to Leo, so if there's a Leo person that you have your eye on, maybe that's somebody who is, more the one for you. I think I've done a video. I think I've already done like a video, an astrology video on that type of relationship between Leo and Scorpio, because it's a very dynamic one, but it's also one that can be fraught with friction, because these are two fire signs. Fixed signs, and they find themselves drawn to each other, especially physically, and there's this irresistible kind of feeling. But by the same token, they can be quite um, irritating one another too. But sometimes, these two signs just they just can't stay away. So maybe there's somebody that's a Leo, but this is about, to me, ultimately about honoring yourself. This is about accepting the good that other people may see in you and celebrating that. If you're someone who has, Scorpio, if you have felt degraded by a relationship, please do not allow that to sour you on relationships as a whole, because you can find that person who is meant to be in your life. But you have to make space for that person. The outcome, the Fool card. Absolutely new beginnings. Maybe you're going down a path you've never gone down before. If you're deciding whether or not to get divorced, maybe you've been with someone since you were a teenager, and this is like really frightening because you don't know how you would fare alone. Scorpio is a very powerful sign, so you should never be afraid of your ability to be strong in the face of any kind of major changes that come to you. But the thing is, you're a fixed sign, so you have to be able to embrace the new. If you are set in your ways, you're going to be kept in this limbo type of a state because you're going to be doing the same old, same old. And that's not what you want to do. Okay, that's what I have for you, Scorpio. I hope that this resonated. If you would like a private reading, I'm promoting my double astrology readings. They're chart-based, and 1 hour of natal chart analysis, 1 hour of transits for 2023 for a special price. And given that you guys are going through your, or you just went through your solar return, this is the time when you're looking to the future, looking for the next, towards the next 12 months, what is in store for you. And it's a great discounted price because you're buying 2 readings at once. But I do have those readings individually and other readings. You can find out more information at the link below. Thank you for watching. Bye.